Hey everybody. How is everybody doing? Oh boy, do I have a little quick story to tell y'all about my morning. Quick disclaimer, okay? It was 110% an obvious, if I were to have been paying attention, an obvious mistake. Let's go through here and run down this roll call. What's up, AFC? Please go sub up to my friend, AFC Podcast, who advocates for children first. Been doing it, been spreading awareness, and we are so grateful for him. Charlie Ann, hello. Baby Patia, very merry. Let's see. We've been chit-chatting it up in here. Tracy, hello. Let me see. I know I've seen a couple other ones. Let's see. Casey, hey, baby. I know. I'm just learning about it, too. And welcome, Casey. She's another one. We shared her link the other day for Ryan Larson. So please make sure you go sub up to her as well. And thank you for stopping by. Voiceless, hey. Sean, hey. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Sepito, Nancy, hello. Miranda. Oh my gosh. So again, disclaimer. It was a complete and total, like, if I were to have paid attention to my own life. So I'm bebopping. It's a very quick story. What's up, BL? So, in Voiceless, I don't know if I said hello. So I'm bebopping around this morning, taking kids to school. I had to stop by the fat little convenience store, get my things, my smugs, my gas. So I get to the register, right? And I'm like, before I can even hand this $100 bill to the cashier, she's like, that's a fake. And I'm like, what? So like, I look at it. It's like bright blue. It's got copy wrote on the side of it. It's got like lines. It's just some shit that my old man had in his fucking top drawer that I assumed was like money left for me. Me and my poor communication skills. What's up, Amy J? So like I go in the store constantly, right? So I hate toxic. So they know that, whatever. So I was like, oh no. That wasn't the worst part, right? So I'm trying to figure, I'm like, well, shit, I got some on my debit card, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know in the morning times at a convenience store is fucking crazy. It's like 7:45. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Lisa. So there is like people every freaking where, right? The damn thing says copy on it. Your fearless leader is a fucking idiot, okay? An idiot. An idiot. So she's like, oh, it's a fake. I'm like, oh no, what the hell? I'm like, holy shit, this is very obviously some stupid shit. That Bieber series of unfortunate events, very similar to Lemony Snicket's, but I'm not a villain and I don't harm children. About the only difference, the series of unfortunate events, very, very my life. Hey, Kara. So that's not the worst part. All of a sudden, you hear this boom man in the background. He's screaming, bouncing through the fucking stores. You got caught! You got caught! I was like, you know what, universe? This is ridiculous. So yeah, that was my morning. So I walk right outside and I tell the group of guys he's with, I was like, your friend in there is an idiot. Like, I'm not a clown, all right? And I don't appreciate yelling through the whole store. It's obviously a sick joke my husband played on me. Not really. He apologized. He's like, I should have told you. He may not have said that, but he did apologize. Oh, man. Yeah, it was a definite morning. I wasn't even like, yeah, I know, right? Kara is so mean. Hey, Nancy. Yeah, it was ridiculous. You would have crawled under a rock. Yeah, I know. It was so ridiculous. But that was my morning. And I follow it up. So, I get real money, right? I go to the Dollar General. I leave a bag. Okay. I leave a bag. I forget one of my bags. I go back up there to get it. Some guy on a bicycle has taken my fucking bag. I cannot make this up. I told my husband, I was like, you don't worry. I'm going home. I'm not leaving the house until I go get our son. No worries. Forget the world. They're crazy today. Anyways, let's move on. That is my crazy little morning. Your fearless leader is an idiot. Just so we all know. Yeah, Casey, I know, right? So let's hop into these stories, man. What about there's an active shooting right now, and well, it's not active now, but they're still looking for the 18-year-old suspect. So yeah, very busy. Alexis Sharkey's husband, Tom Sharkey, they found him dead. What? So a person of interest, now he's dead. I mean, it's been a busy morning. There's new activity at the Carlton Reserve. Carlton, I think is it. In Florida for Brian Laundrie. There's, more police presence. I don't know if anything's coming from it, but yeah, it's been a little bit of a busy morning. So let's go ahead and talk about and I just have an article and I'm still looking into it, but I thought it was such a good one to share with the channel because, hey guys, this shit could really happen. We talk about missing people all the time. They're never found, so, and I know, right, voiceless? But this story is such a story of hope, right? So let's learn about it together. I seen it this morning. I think Kara might have sent it to me and maybe somebody else, I'm not sure, but it is such a wonderful story. And let's hope that, it can turn out the way it's supposed to be. Let's see. It says, I am Brittany Renee Williams. Woman says she has DNA to prove she is Virginia little girl missing for 21 years. How freaking awesome is that? Let's just try to watch this video. This is Channel 12.
The Yateman Group,
NBC.
number 1 real estate team in Richmond and number 37 in the country. Call or click 804 New Home today.
Now to local breaking news that could have national implications. A stunning development in the 21-year-old cold case of a missing girl from Henrico.
Many of you may remember the smiling face of 7-year-old Brittany Williams, a girl being treated for AIDS. She vanished from her Henrico foster home in 2000. Well, after exhaustive searches and little information from her caretaker, police presume Brittany to be dead.
TV. Please go sub up to her as well.
That she may very well be alive. I'm your side investigator.
Hey, really fast, MTGV. I think I said it right. I'm jacked up with letters. Y'all, please go sub up to her. And that story you were talking about today, we're going to be talking about it over here too. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to make sure I said hello.
Avellino, who began researching this case 2 years ago, traveled to Indiana to be the first to talk with the woman who says she has
this is amazing, y'all.
That she is Brittany Renee Williams.
We were able to come in with cadaver dogs and dig up part of the yard.
Our number one priority is to find her and make sure she's safe.
Detectives soon uncovered that Parker received more than $16,000.
She was very sweet. She was soft-spoken, and she had the biggest smile you'd ever want to see.
All right, Bo, come on.
It's a smile that radiates.
Yeah.
Guys,
in the same way as these decades-old pictures.
Look at guys. I've got chills everywhere. Their face is the same. Their smile is the same. This is incredible, and it is a huge hope shot for families missing loved ones. I mean, it's a huge hope shot.
Now, detectives launched a nationwide search for Brittany when they uncovered it had been years since anyone besides Kim Parker had seen her alive. That state is Ohio, according to Kaylin Stevenson, who was given that name by her adoptive parents. She recently started researching her biological family, only able to recall vague and even disturbing memories from her early childhood.
I remember the feeding tube. I do remember that.
Do you still have the scar from that?
Permanent reminders of unclear surgeries.
They go from down here all the way up towards my chest, so there ain't no telling what was actually removed.
Chills.
And other scars that she says were left by catheters.
But I have a lot of points on my shoulder, even by my neck up here.
Catheter scars were listed in the description on many missing child posters for Brittany. Brittany had lived at Kim Parker's group foster home for 4 years. Run her own house in Henrico.
Concern of
hey, Lizard Tia.
Neglect, concern of potential maltreatment of some of the children.
I don't remember a lot because so much was going on at that age. Plus, you're young, so your mind is so malleable that so much could be going on that you don't understand. I always remember this one little boy that was in a wheelchair. He was nonverbal, but he was a sweetheart.
Parker was accused of taking $24,000 in government benefits intended for Brittany, according to court documents. She took a plea deal for 10 years behind bars. Detectives say not cooperating with police on where Brittany was.
The room I used to be in was like a pastel pink type room.
And there's...
Wait a minute. Have we talked about this baby story over here? If we haven't, I have definitely seen a documentary that one of our beloved true crime YouTubers have done. It might have been John Lorden, actually. What a crazy, incredible story.
One more detail that she says didn't fade from her memory, even though the name Brittany did.
And I did remember the last name Williams. For some reason, it's like playing in the back of my mind.
So in the seconds it took for her to Google missing children and the
That's
name
crazy.
Williams,
I just had a hunch.
Kaylin's life didn't just change.
Literally in the Google bar, search bar, and Brittany Williams photo popped up.
She says it was revealed.
Oh, wow.
My wife woke out of her sleep.
I'm echoing.
And was like, yo, this is me. I know me when I see me. This is me.
From the hairline to the ears to the smile to the chin. Even the mole on her neck. I pointed that out to her. She didn't even notice that.
But despite the uncanny similarities, Kaylin says she didn't get answers from her adoptive parents. Her birth certificate not matching the birth date of Brittany Williams. Multiple sources tell me Henrico police and FBI agents are testing Kaylin's DNA with the only other daughter of Rosemary Thompson, Brittany's biological mother, who was also from Henrico. Rosemary was diagnosed with AIDS while pregnant with Brittany.
So I don't have AIDS at all.
Have you donated blood before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, blood plasma?
Yep.
And you have a daughter?
Yep.
And you went for blood work while you were pregnant?
Yep.
And no one at any time ever told you you had HIV or AIDS?
Nope.
Before effective AIDS treatment was available, only about 25% of HIV-positive mothers passed the virus along to their babies while pregnant.
This facade that everybody's put on is just like, wow, y'all like don't care about a human life. Y'all so greedy and focused on money. I was basically robbed of a life that I could have had.
So far, investigators have stayed tight-lipped on the case, not even telling Kaylin the identity of the potential sister they swabbed for DNA.
Yeah.
Look at that smile on her face.
So I tracked down Anastasia McElroy, Rosemary's first daughter, who still lives in Richmond, showing her a picture of Kaylin on my phone.
And I just started bawling and bawling.
Their undeniable connection was instant.
Fearless leader, I told y'all. Y'all know what you get when you come over here. So what I was saying was I'm trying to give adequate, like a commentary. That way they don't, some place, this is kind of like a piece they've done. But what I was saying is I think that is what I'm going to do the member stream on is back in this time frame when they diagnosed or they believed that she had this disease, there was only like one treatment, right? So I love y'all too. Y'all know whatever, y'all. So, but most surely this treatment would have killed her because it's not even healthy for people with actual HIV. We're going to talk about it. I don't know if I want to bring it to the actual channel because the YouTube gods don't really like things like that, or you can't go against anything. You can't even breathe wrong. But I think it's important. I'm still on mute. No, I'm not muted now. Leanne, you're behind. Okay, so here we go.
And I knew that it was you. I was filled with, the emotion was so powerful that it kind of like took over my entire spiritual being.
She acts like a big sister. It feels good to have a family member that cares. And she looks like me.
Kaylin and Anastasia wasted no time in taking their own in-lab DNA test.
And they tell me they're not at all surprised at the DNA test results.
You are my sister.
A 95.83% probability of being half-sisters, according to certified DNA results from LabCorp.
And yes, I am going by Brittany now. I don't want no ties to my adoptive name. That name is not me.
There was a couple mornings that I pretty vividly remember she was kind of sad when she got on the school bus.
Sarah Minter was a childhood friend of Brittany's. She messaged me 2 years ago about doing a cold case story on her gentle lost friend, whom she had never forgotten.
I think that I'm still in shock. But you were such a sweet child. You were so soft-spoken. You had this beautiful smile like you have right now, the same exact smile. I know it's going to be really hard for you, but, you know, this is like a new beginning. Like everything bad that happened, but now this is your time to get justice for you.
Come back up this way, boo-boo.
Kaylin, now calling herself Brittany, is currently fighting in court over custody of her 7-year-old biological daughter, Isabella.
She believes that proving that she's Brittany Williams will help her keep her child with her.
Push me across.
You remember you gotta kick your feet in and out.
When you look at the missing person flyer and you see your face on it, what do you think about that little girl?
That little girl went through a lot, but she survived. And everybody thought otherwise. But she's still here. She is me, and I am her. And so many people tried to break me down to where I was nothing. But every time I got back up and still decided to keep fighting, still keep pushing, got through with my smile.
A smile that shines with 100% probability when she's with those who matter to her most, her wife and their 2 daughters.
5,
7,
6, Bella.
Henrico police continue to investigate while working with the FBI. Sources tell me both agencies are
The link
awaiting
is
their
in the
own
chat
DNA
for
results.
this article.
Blood does not lie, and a DNA test does not lie at all. So I don't have AIDS, but I am Brittany Renee Williams.
We'll be waiting and watching for those results as well, and any impact they could have on Kaylin or potentially Brittany's life. For the On Your Side investigators, I'm Kelly Avellino, NBC.
Let me unmute first. Yeah, the link for this, it's in the description and it's in the chat. But please, y'all make sure y'all go, check this out. We're going to be following this. Like, how exciting. And we, she needs her child. You know what I mean? Like, I know this is amazing. I mean, what do y'all think about this? How incredible is this story? How incredible that they was able to find, closure. It's never happens, right? It's never happens. I'm just trying to get it on a good picture.
So many people.
It's amazing. This story is amazing. Casey, I'm glad you covered it. I'm glad that, Evelyn's like that to me. When they convict Megan, I'm going to feel a different special, Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Welcome, baby. And all the new people in here. I hope I got everybody. I tried to say hello in the chat, not to interrupt the video. Yes, it is a happy story. And it's a good thing because we're about to get mad. I'm joking. No, this is a great story. This is a great story. I mean, it is just amazing. It really, really is amazing. Let me, if I could I get my mods to drop Make This Go Viral TV link and Casey Hudson's link in the chat if y'all do not mind. Yeah, It's amazing. This is good shit, guys. This is good shit. You wonder what the scars are from? Kimmer, they thought that she had HIV, right? And this woman collected a bunch of money on her behalf, right? She did prison time. She collected the money and then she sold her. Like, how awful is that, right? Oh, I put out an Amber Alert too that had to do with sex trafficking. You suck at links. It's okay. Somebody will figure it out. I'm confident. I can do it real quick. It ain't no big deal. Let's see. Well, actually, y'all figure it out. Y'all ought to get it. I'm confident in y'all, Shar. Great. Now I got the spinning wheel. I try to do too many things at once. So the next story we're going to talk about. What the? Hold on, Will. I try to do too many things at once. So the next story we're going to talk about. Hold on. What the? Hold on, Will. I try to do too many. I hit the wrong tab. Well, y'all are here to be entertained, right? I'm going to need my mods to drop them links before I jack anything else up today. Y'all know I'm struggling off the rip. Okay. Oh, this was one I caught too. I didn't get a chance to put anything. Let's talk about this one. Okay. So I happened across this story, right? Well, it says, where are all the missing foster children, right? So I followed the hashtags. Look at this shit, y'all. This shit's crazy. This is a whole, hold on, and hopefully nothing pops up. This is a whole, let me get back to the top. I was all in here. Now, I want disclaimer. I have not looked through every one of these, and we're not going to now. I have not individually looked, but 2 of these kids are on the missing, but they don't have Amber Alerts. They're not in the database. So why? Where are all the missing foster children going? Okay. This link is also in the description if y'all would like to join and check out this page. So let me see. This is the one that I saw first. They say I ran away when I was 5 years old. Did anyone ever even know? So yeah, it's crazy. This baby's been missing since 2010. Now, I know that they're not required to report certain things. I was never added to the missing exploited children website. Did DCFS, which is just child services, did DCFS ever report me missing? Did the news know? Does anyone care? Now, this particular case I haven't looked at. I do plan on sitting down with pen and paper, writing these down and looking now at these and seeing what we can find out, right? So these 2 babies right here, I did happen to, and I do have them pulled up on a different database. Let me get back to y'all, and I'm going to switch screens, and I'm going to show y'all, which unlocked a whole nother sad, sad web page. But yes, let me see. This is, so it's like, God, there's just not enough time in the day to cover all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there is just not enough time in the day. Let me see. Let me look for this one. So look at this. I think this is the right one. It's missingkidsla.org. And that link is also in the description. So, but they have this, but they don't have it, in the regular database. And how are 1-year-olds running away? I'm just curious. I didn't know. If y'all had an answer, hold on, the screen didn't share. So let me show y'all. I don't know what the, StreamYards. Do y'all, other content creators in here, do y'all have issues at StreamYards? Because they hate my guts. I'm just going to throw it out there. And this tab says Los Angeles County runaway and abducted foster children. So, but they're not on the regular page. So look at this. This is Missing Kids LA. So, and yeah, there's more. And most of these are current. All of these are 2021. All these that are on this page right here. Let me make sure before I insert foot and mouth. Yeah, all these are 2021. So, and it goes on. And it goes on. So, You know, foster kids are just as important. Runaways are just as important. And this is what can happen. Well, I don't know why it's not showing me the more when I click on it. Okay, well, let's see. This is Austin Riviera. He went missing from Van Nuys on date of birth 6/2/2020. White male, 2 feet tall, 25 pounds. Uh-oh, there it goes. I guess now it's sharing the more. I got way too many tabs pulled up. So look at this. Let's see, 2021, 2021, 2021. Allison. See, these two are, let me double check. This one says abduction, runaway, runaway, runaway. Like, this goes on. This is just in LA. This is not even all of California. This is just in Los Angeles. I mean, I know it's common for teenagers to run from foster care. You know, I do plan on going through as many of these as I possibly can. So this is in the description. If y'all want to check it out, see a flyer, share it on your social media platforms. This is important. There's another one based out of Chicago, and it's specifically for Black children. Chicago's is Black girls, as a matter of fact. So I need to put that in the description as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of these, sadly, and fortunately, there are these websites that are dedicated to just this. I want to go back, though. I like the way they have the drop boxes. It tells you all the details right there. Well, first it says he's white. Then down here he says he's Hispanic. So, let's see. Less details. Let's see. And this baby, too, 4 years old. Let's see. Van Nuys, yes, these two are together. Oh, she's Hispanic, but it says both, but it's obvious they're Hispanic. 3 feet, 1 inch tall. She weighs 34 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. So, yeah, let me get back to y'all so I can read the chat. So, let me see. No way we can deny they ran away unless... I know, right? Where are these kids? Where in the world are all these kids? I sure hope y'all had them links dropped too. I appreciate that. If y'all don't, I'm going to kick your ass. Did y'all not drop the links? I'm going to kick y'all's ass. All right. What is really going on? Hold on. Let me get back here to y'all. So, what do y'all think? This is crazy. Let's look through this page a little bit. Let's look through this. Let's see. This is Quentin Behringer, 17. Let's see. He's missing since 9/15/2021, Pasadena. Black male, 5 feet, 7 inches tall, 140 pounds. And he wears glasses. Let's see. 14. Kamara. Wait a minute. Quentin Behringer was his name. Kamara Sabas, current age 14, missing since 9/16/2021. Let's see. 14 years old. Black female, 5 feet, 6 inches tall, 140 pounds. Blonde hair, brown eyes. Nose piercing. 2 piercings in each ear. Let's see. Let's look at another one of these. Here's the page. Oh, my God. I read this baby. What a little sweetie. Let's see. 13 years old, this guy. Cheyenne Tinko, or girl. The picture. Oh, it's sideways. That's probably why. You know, they could have put a whatever. Let me shut up. At least they have something up. You know why? You know, I feel like if a child is under a certain age, they need to have an Amber Alert. I don't care if there's a car. I think in your area, you need to know which kids are missing. Okay. And I'm going to be real honest. There's tons of these, like, they are not required to report. Man, they get kickbacks. A lot of times they get kickbacks. We drop them. Okay, good. Very Mary. Thank you. Thank you. We get kickback. They get kickbacks, cash kickbacks. Sometimes for like when adoptions, if a child is from another country or something, they get kickbacks, cash kickbacks. Can you imagine where you get cash kickbacks, right? that's unreported. This is a major thing that's been going on for years in our foster care system, in our adoption care system. I don't know where it stands now, but I know a couple years ago, now everybody like, oh no, Russia. Yeah, Russia completely stopped adoptions with the US. Why? For fuck shit reasons. Okay. It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. Every single area of our anything that affects kids, whether it be CPS, child abuse, education, every bit of it needs an overhaul. It's like it's so much you don't even know where to look next. There's just so much corruption. I had a good back and forth. It turned out to be good, with this other content creator. It was about the summer wells and things like that. But she was talking about right here in Nashville that kids had been sleeping on the floors in the main DCS office. And it was a big, long to-do. But who else was like that? Do y'all remember in Los Angeles, Gabriel Fernandez, the same building or the same DCFS, CPS workers that were handling his case? Is the same office that this complaints were coming out of. They were bringing in kids and having them sleep on the floors of these CPS buildings because they have no housing, because they have nothing to do, right? It's crazy. Like, why? Why is all this shit happening? Why is nobody talking about it? So I want to read y'all this old story. Please bear with me on the reading. Y'all know I'm not going to read the article's long as shit. But I did come across it when I was looking into this missing kids missing out of foster care. Okay. And, I hope, I don't live in California, so I don't know. But, I mean, it's a big deal. There was also in Ohio today or within the last couple of days, one of the biggest trafficking busts they've had. They got 161 arrests. We're going to look at that too. Okay. Let me see. Okay. This is an old one. I want to say that it is old, 2015, but nonetheless, this baby was in foster care and, all the warning signs and everything else. Well, it didn't even share the screen. Hold on. StreamYards. I really just need to sit down and look at the, OBS, the, Stream Labs. I got it. I just need to do it. This is from September 24th, 2015. Missing Minnesota boy 2 is found in a drug den, then disappears again. And I skimmed through here. I did not see the baby's name. Police found the 2-year-old boy sleeping just a few feet away from a syringe full of heroin. The 5 adults with him inside Bloomington motel room on September 6th. Words. On September 16th had turned into a drug den. One of them was the boy's mother, Cynthia Kaiwat, who since May has been sought by child protection workers who feared she would harm the child. Kawat, 43, was arrested and charged with child endangerment. Bloomington police then heeded the mother's request to turn the boy over to a family friend. Records show. The same day, the child was passed along to 2 other people. Now, listen, y'all remember, we still have this situation currently, 2021, with Kalishi. And I saw an article from a couple of days ago that the extradition is not happening, and it's not going to happen for a few months. And they're still looking for Kalishi's body, right? But same thing. Mom was, slightly different, but mom gave the child to somebody else. CPS was supposed to fill out this information. It didn't happen, right? They didn't keep up with the baby. There was no follow-up. There was no home visits. There was nothing. And they completely skipped over a whole ass person that was capable of taking the baby, who had willingness to take the baby. Why would the mom hand her to her junkie best friend? But guess what? Mom's incarcerated. Okay. She's obviously not making good decisions, right? We all, people do shit. All right. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is like, they should have done more. Now they are investigating a murder and looking for a body. Okay. So same thing. The mom gave this baby to 2 other people. Let's see. A lawyer from Hennepin County told Judge Tuesday that the boy could not be found. The child's former foster parents, Aaron Parnell Meyer, said this is only the latest in a series of failures to protect the child. Twice they warned child protection officials about, I had to check the time. Twice they warned child protection officials about the danger the boy faced, records show, but the Myers who want to adopt him said they were ignored. Guys, you know, y'all, I shared briefly a little bit about what I went through. My God, you know, praise God that it went good for us, because it's not always like that. And sometimes even if a foster or adopted parent or somebody shows willingness, you know, it just doesn't work out in their favor. And that sucks, because there are good people sometimes, you know, most time. I'll say most time. Let's see. Whenever we raise concerns, there was a closing of ranks, a dismissal of anything we had to say. Bloomington Deputy Police Chief Mark Hartley said that if officers on the scene that night had known the boy was the missing child, they would have never turned him over to a family friend. There's already an existing account, not an account, but there's an existing case where this child's concerned. Pre-existing, right? All right, let me hop back over here to y'all. So, I mean, this happens. And I'm going to save this story and look up these names and see if anything else ever came of this, because this was from 2015. But yeah, guys, this happens. All right, this happens. And it's crazy. Hey, Shalom Non. Hey, baby. Welcome. I ain't seen you in a minute. They really need to allow some of us with pent-up rage, beta, ever loving, you know. Yeah, I know, right? They should admit they dropped the ball. Exactly. There's no accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no accountability. And it's just kind of like, you know. And same thing, y'all have seen it. Once they are in the system and something does happen, they go missing. They get B, you know, whatever. Oh, now the case is sealed. Now, there's a difference between, I can't talk about this because that's a minor, right? Okay. There's a difference between that and sealed. Okay. Because if it was the same, there would never be a process of sealing. You know, it would just be known. No, they seal it. It's a special thing they have to do. Any new info on California City boys? No, honey, I haven't heard anything. Judy Ron is a good source about the California boys. And EquiSearch right now, I'm almost positive, that's what he said a couple days ago, are working on things in California where the West babies are concerned. So please make sure you go sub up to Judy Ron. He has gotten in with Texas EquiSearch, which is an amazing group to help him find missing people. So yeah, definitely go check him out. And I'm almost positive they are up there or will be up there looking and helping facilitate, you know, whatever they can do to help find the West babies. So, but yeah, no new official anything that I'm aware of. So let me see. I got, hey, Kathy, welcome, baby. Let's see. I got a missing flyer. Oh, no, that's not the one I wanted to look at. But make sure, too, the video, y'all check out the, actually, I'm just going to do it right now. It will take 5 seconds. I did a video about it, but some of y'all may not have seen the video. So let's look at it right now. And this is an active Amber Alert. This child went from like, she's been missing since September 21st. They put it into an Amber Alert yesterday, and they said she's in danger. The news said they don't generally, police don't generally, you know, blast Amber Alerts all over TV because the child could potentially, well, they didn't say this. I am assuming it could put them in more danger, right? But this one, they said it doesn't matter. They need the public's help. They're asking for help. So this is Leliana, maybe how you pronounce it, Graham. She's been missing since September 21st, 2021, Houston, Texas. She's 13, female, Asian Pacific Island, hair color black, eye color brown, 5 feet 3 inches tall, 147 pounds. Last seen wearing wearing white and yellow striped shirt, unknown pants, black shoes, carrying a clear backpack. All right. Let's see. The FBI is searching for Leilani. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I just read all that. Let's see. Police are looking for Shaw Kendrick Edward Smith, black male, 22 years old, 6 foot, 1 inch tall, 250 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, in connection with her abduction. The suspect is driving a blue 2008 GMC truck with Texas license plate. Let me see. With Texas license plate 28809T1. The suspect was last heard from in Houston, Texas. Law enforcement officials believe the child to be in grave and immediate danger. If you have any information, you are asked to call the FBI 713-693-5000. So let's go get a closer look at him. Let me make sure the page followed. It did. Okay. Shy Smith. This car, and this is what he looks like. His car is a GMC 08 blue, license plate 28809T1, Texas. And this is her abductor or suspect. It says suspect, so that's what we'll go with. Let me hop back over here to y'all. So there's that. Yes, I love the community too. I have the best one. Hey, Queen. I see everybody saying hello to you. GGC. I went back and I was like, on the stream yesterday, I was like, well, I can totally pronounce that. The foster care system is now about money. They don't care about these babies. I think some do. And I think they get lost in the shuffle, but you're 110% correct. Everything is about money nowadays. You know, everything, you know, nothing is without money. I had news for everybody. You need to get your homes in order because our financial system is on a complete collapse. So don't be gross. All right. But yes, it is completely about money. They incentivize single family homes. We have to make families important, man. We have to make families important again. He did look like ABC 123 guy. Yeah, he did look like him a little bit. Let me see. Oh, update on James Shirez. She is going to be Delaney Shirez, baby in San Antonio. His mother and him both were missing. Then they charged her and they found his remains underneath her trailer. She goes back to court November 17th, which is my birthday. So I will not forget that court date, but it does look like her charges are going to be increased. That is amazing. That is amazing. So, praise God, because it wasn't looking like they were going to charge her with anything else, which she would have been out in a few years. So let's look at this missing 20-year-old. And I'm just now learning about this one too. Also, in case y'all missed it, the missing family out of Arizona, they found them alive in New Mexico. I mean, just amazing stuff. You're just coming to live with people. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay, y'all. Y'all make jokes. Y'all laugh. It's fine. I own my complete stupidity. I completely own it. Okay, so this guy, I don't know. A lot of y'all probably know more about this than I do. I've been wanting to talk about it over here. I just keep forgetting, honestly. And then I saw it today. Please don't judge. Y'all know where to kick my ass. I hope I don't butcher this young man's name. A heartbroken family of missing Najib, Monsif, a 20-year-old with autism who vanished in the middle of the night from his Scottsdale, Arizona home. Now, what else is going on in Scottsdale, Arizona is Nick Cordova. That y'all that follow the channel, that might be why it sounds familiar. Alicia Navarro, God bless her and her mother. Okay. 20-year-old with autism who vanished in the middle of the night from his Scottsdale, Arizona home is holding on to hope that he will return home safely, but fear he is in imminent danger. We're on the 12th day of searching. When did this happen? When was this article put out? Let me see. October 5th. So it was yesterday when this article came out. So I'm not too late with the story. We're on the 12th day of searching and still have no answers, no leads. His sister, Josie Monsif, told Dateline late Monday. There have been no sightings, nothing of him on surveillance. It's terrifying and heartbreaking. Josie explained that to Dateline that her brother, who has autism and mental capacity of an 8-year-old child, is vulnerable and that he is not someone who left the house much, especially during the pandemic. Let's say even if he did leave on foot that night, where would he go? He wouldn't have made it very far. Somebody would have found him by now. And he would be very vulnerable to a predator of any kind, whether it be a mugging, anything. He would be easy pickings, and I can completely see why his family is, there is a sense of urgency, a complete sense of urgency. She told Dateline that Jubi is verbal and communicates with his family, but prefers to stay at home, which is located at Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, Via Linda. Let me see. Josie added that her brother often stayed up late and would eat in his room. When he came down around 2 a.m. on September 23rd to throw away his trash, it was the last time he was seen. Wow. We're going to have to talk. I don't know if I have time. We're going to watch this press conference. Maybe not today, but we're going to be following up on this. At a press conference on September 27th, Jubi's father recalled the night being like any other night. He said he woke up, fed the dog, walked their puppy, and lay down. He saw Jubi come down from his room with his trash, but quickly went back to sleep. It wasn't until 7 a.m. that morning when he discovered Jubi wasn't in his room. He contacted Jubi's mom, who lives in another residency. He wasn't there either. The family quickly came to the conclusion something was very wrong. Josie told Dateline that her brother's belongings were left behind at the house, including his cell phone, which is very unusual for him to leave behind. After talking to her siblings, Josie discovered Jubi had played video games with her brother George that night before, something they often did when George was home from college. And that when Jubi said something odd, when his brother told him good night, Jubi responded by saying that he was never going to see him again. What? George was telling Jubi good night, and he said, "I'm never going to see you again." Josie told Dateline. He was like, "What do you mean?" Jubi said, "Nothing. I'll talk to you later." Wow. Josie said that while she realizes the comment is disturbing, she also knows her brother is vulnerable and doesn't have the capacity mentally or physically to hurt himself or anyone else. Yeah, and I can see what she's saying. Now, remember, they said that he has the mentality of an 8-year-old. So, but he has, awareness and, what is the word? It's obtainable. The internet's obtainable. He's got a phone. Like, it's limitless. I can't remember the word I was looking for. Access. He has access to all these things that could, very much confuse somebody with that maturity level. So, okay. Josie said that while she realizes the comment is disturbing, she also knows her brother is vulnerable and doesn't have the capacity mentally or physically to hurt himself or anyone else. So, and you know what? I also think it's very important that we listen to the families. If they say they don't feel like their loved one would do that, we can't just be like, "Oh, they're biased. They don't know." No, sometimes they do know, okay? And sometimes things are truly out of character. It's not them being biased. So, I know it's a fine line, but we should talk to the families and listen to the families. He's vulnerable and his words can be misconstrued. He is a child. He is verbal, yes, but he is on the spectrum. You can tell that he is. For nearly 2 weeks, family and friends, community, law enforcement have knocked on doors, searched houses, scoured the neighborhood, and combed through surrounding deserts and wilderness, hoping for any sign of Jubi. Excuse me. Aaron Bolin, a spokesperson for Scottsdale Police Department, told Dateline that Jubi is considered to be a vulnerable person in danger and that they are doing everything they can to find him. He explained that the Scottsdale Police Department has conducted an area search of the canals, mountain preserves, and other areas Jubi has frequented. He added that Scottsdale Police utilize numerous resources, helicopters, drones, mounted unit, bicycle units, motorcycle units, MCSO search and rescue, CAP officers for Canal. We also have conducted a neighborhood search, which is concentrated of approximately 750 homes. Police dogs picked up on Jubi's scent and tracked it to a nearby Albertsons grocery store about a half mile away from his home. But there was that's where the trail went cold. No images captured on security, no footage of him on the neighbor's light ring. So why was his scent there? Unless that's just somewhere he's been. No legitimate sightings of him. Jubi's family is extremely worried and believe that it's possible that he was taken and could be in danger. So, let me hop back here to y'all. Wow. It is terrifying. He was a plane. Phone on him. No phone. No phone. He left his phone there. Let me see. Yeah, he left his phone. So what do y'all think? This is wild, ain't it? And the track picked it up at the Albertsons, but there's no police footage, but there's no footage on camera, no surveillance. So I'm wondering, like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't have time today, but I'm definitely want to look at the press conference and we'll keep talking about this. What do y'all think? Have y'all heard of this case? Do y'all know anything about it? Hey DJ, welcome, baby. Man. Yeah, I wonder who he was talking to. And even though, yeah, perhaps, but they said did it say, let me scroll back up. Did it say he came down the stairs? So his room was upstairs. Let me make sure I read that correctly. He said he woke up, fed the dog, walked their puppy, and lay down. He saw Jubi come down from his room with the trash, but quickly went back to sleep. It wasn't until 7 a.m. So when he noticed he was gone. So he went downstairs, but they think he might have been taken out of his house. I got to say, I have to see the layout. You hope they find him. He may have been easy groomed. Exactly, Casey. That's exactly what I was thinking. And it made me think about Alicia Navarro, 15-year-old out of Arizona. And she left a note. Y'all know this is like a thing. Like maybe not with him necessarily, but I know definitely with teenagers. You talk to people online. They talk to you over a period of time. And then they get your trust. And then bam, you're gone. Alicia left a note. This is very similar. Now that I'm thinking about Alicia's case, this is ridiculously similar. And sometimes, y'all hear me out, sometimes they run these little cells to where people are in charge of luring people out. Like, y'all don't want to hear me, but it's the fucking truth. There's tons and tons of stories after story after story. They just busted a ring. I'm in Ohio. I have it in my tab, okay? It happens. It does happen. So it's crazy how much their story sounds like. I may reach out to her mom and see. It's been 2 years Alicia's been gone. She left a note. I'll be back. He told his brother, you won't see me again. So it's different in that aspect. I don't know, though. It would be kind of hard. Yeah, it is totally a thing. It could totally be something, same area. But he probably wouldn't be. Oh God, this is just awful. I'm gonna see more. I'm gonna look at the press conference and see. Man, we say a prayer for you, young man. God, I hope they find him. I bet his parents is beside himself. I freaking lose sleep worrying over my grown, completely, all their adults, much less knowing they have, they're vulnerable. They're more vulnerable than, most. God, cops arrest. Oh, hey, they got the Texas shooter 30 minutes ago. Cops arrest Texas high school shooter, 18, who went on a rampage after a classroom fight and he injured 4. They got him. Praise God, they got him. So that's good. You ain't got a crazy idiot. I think our youth are just so desensitized, it's awful. Yeah, it's very upsetting. All right. We're going to be following this one. This one's got me all, like he said, he made that comment. And then he's like, but there's no trace. Like, I'm gonna look up the address and see like the, what does the surrounding look like? You would think they would have seen him on camera, right? At some point, somewhere. At Albertsons, it sounds like, if he could walk to the Albertsons. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. So, hold on. There was another, I had this pulled up. Let me look at this. I got a couple minutes. I got about 5 minutes. I'm just going to show you all these little stories I got. Well, it's not a little story. Here we go. StreamYards didn't share. So I have to do everything twice. It's fine. It's fine. No problem. Let's see. Shar has a big day coming up for Terrence. So we remember her with this big day coming up in remembrance of Terrence. Human trafficking suspect. Let me see. Let's just watch the video because y'all know words be kicking.
High blood pressure is known as the silent killer.
Is it? Is it? Thought it was parents. I'm joking. All right. Hold on.
2 months. Human trafficking experts say there is evidence that
Here we go.
Here in Utah, a 16-year-old Utah girl has been missing now for more than 2 months. Human trafficking experts say there is evidence that she may be being trafficked right now in Salt Lake City.
Kelly Vaughn joining us live with a plea from her family tonight and how the public might be able to help in the search.
16-year-old Candace Harris. She hasn't been in contact with her family for going on nearly 3 months. Her family is scared and worried. Now, there are anti-human trafficking experts on the ground here in Utah, and from what they've gathered, they fear human trafficking might be involved in this case, and her family is just asking for the public's help in finding her. This is the face Candace's family wants you to know, to look for.
Candace, if you are out there and you have a chance to see this, know that your family loves you and we want you to come home or reach out to us and just let us know that you're okay.
Diane Carpenter says her 16-year-old granddaughter, Candace Harris, has been missing since mid-July after she left a youth treatment center in Salt Lake City. Carpenter says Candace has had her ups and downs, but has always kept in touch with her family. This time is different.
We haven't heard anything at all from her.
It's been nearly 11 weeks. Her friends haven't heard from her. She hasn't been active on social media.
In this case, there are signs that show that Candace is possibly being trafficked.
Candace Rivera is the CEO and founder of Exodus.
Y'all are saying she was found. When? Really? Let's see. Let me see. Well, that's great. I just slapped it up here. Let me see. Let me exit out of this. Yeah, this just came out. So she was found. That's great. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get back and look. Because what are y'all saying? She's been missing more than 2 months. Human trafficking experts say Candace has been missing. Let me see. I want to see. Hold on. Yeah, this is active. So this is active. Source of record, Namus. Candace Harris reported being held condition. Okay, so I think it's still active, Tracy, unless I just got something wrong. Hey, Cray, welcome, baby. Candace was. Oh no, this isn't. No, this is not supposed to be. I see what you're saying, though. Yeah. No. Okay, hold on. Let me go back and push play. Yes. No, this is not supposed to be Candace's daughter. No. Let me see. Let me scroll back up. But yeah, I can see why you would have thought that, though, because the name is weird. Like, it's similar, should I say? Let me do this. Okay.
scared and worried. Now, there are anti-human trafficking experts on the ground here in Utah, and from what they've gathered, they fear human trafficking might be involved in this case, and her family is just asking for the public's help in finding her. This is the face Candace's family wants you to know, to look for.
Candace, if you are out there and you have a chance to see this, know that your family loves you and we want you to come home or reach out to us and just let us know that you're okay.
Diane Carpenter says her 16-year-old granddaughter, Candace Harris, has been missing since mid-July after she left a youth treatment center in Salt Lake City. Carpenter says Candace has had her ups and downs, but has always kept in touch with her family. This time is different.
We haven't heard anything at all from her.
It's been nearly 11 weeks. Her friends haven't heard from her. She hasn't been active on social media.
In this case, there are signs that show that Candace is possibly being trafficked.
Candace Rivera is the CEO and founder of Exodus, an anti-human trafficking organization. They have teams on the ground in Salt Lake that fear Candace is being exploited.
If Candace is still here, which we're led to believe she is, she's probably just being hidden very well.
Rivera says most people don't understand what modern human trafficking actually looks like. It's the exploitation of the vulnerable.
Anyone who has a substance abuse problem, possibly economic status, ethnicity, mental health disorders.
She says traffickers are smart. They lure and trap their victims, then use them for monetary gain. Often.
I'm going to rewind a little bit and then I'm going to let it play out. But please pay attention to what she's saying because this is so freaking true. Domestic trafficking is another one that's massive. It's ridiculously big in Tennessee. It's where you take your child and you you swap them out for electric bill money, for drugs, for whatever. Domestic trafficking. It's massive. It's a massive big deal. And then I'm going to let this story play and then I will wrap it up.
Teams need help. Candace's family needs help. They say the best thing the public can do is understand what most human trafficking really looks like.
And it happens in our backyards, and it's happening in Utah, and actually quite a bit in Salt Lake City.
Candace's family is offering a $1,500 reward for any information that helps bring her back home safely. They say they're offering the reward just to get more people to care and start looking for her. The other thing they ask is that people educate themselves about human trafficking because they say because most of us don't know what it really looks like, that's how many traffickers are getting away with it. Now we have all that information about what human trafficking looks like, more information about Candace, and the tip line for if you have any helpful information on our website, KUTV.com. Reporting live in Salt Lake County,
Okay. Yeah. So I think I'm going to isolate this portion. So yeah, it is a massive big deal. Exodus. I'm going to check out this organization and maybe we can put it across the bottom and include it with our links. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And in Texas too. Yeah, it's awful. Shar said her eyelashes were on fleek. Yeah, those are nice. But it's been 3 months. It's very sad. And the parents and they're so true. Like the minute it's like, we've got to stop we got to stop. Like we got to call it out. It's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Get help. Your mental health is your responsibility, but we cannot snub our nose at runaways. We can't snub our nose at, women or anybody, people have problems. People sometimes have to pull themselves from the depths of hell. All right. She doesn't need less attention because she happened to make some bad decisions. You know what I mean? Like she still needs to be found. End result has to be the same, right? So, all right, guys, that's all I got for this one. This one, I just seen this one right before I went live and I slapped it up. So maybe we'll look more into it. It's really kind of hard to keep up with everything, honest to God. Y'all make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you have to hit the dislike, just hit it twice. It's ridiculously important. It's just different over here. And And I appreciate y'all's support. Like, seriously. I've been seeing new people here in the past few days. It's been great. So, email me. Everything is in the description. All of these stories, except for this last one, should be in the description. And the, I didn't even show the, here, let me do this. I'll put it in the chat. But this is the link to that big trafficking ring they busted in Ohio. So that's a big ass text or comment there, but there's a link to that. You agree people with the past get overlooked. Oh God, immediately, Casey. Like, God forbid, don't be a teenager and make a mistake and just walk out of your school or, leave or, I also, while I have everybody here, in the comment section, I don't like to delete anything. I try not to, because I completely open dialogue for sure. But just in case, there may be a family member that come across a video that has their loved one in the title and they want to see what people are saying about it. If you have to vent or if you feel a certain way, please just email me, because some things I can't leave. For one, YouTube will take it down. It'll be in my comments that they held, right? But just in case a family member happens to look to see what people are saying. Ryan Lawson's sister, just the other day, she said, just because we don't comment doesn't mean we don't see these posts. And we are still grieving, right? Let's just be mindful. And if you comment something that's completely crazy or out of pocket and you go back and you want to check and it's not there, it's not personal. The integrity of this channel means more to me than, high emotions. You know what I mean? But if you really just want to tell me how you feel or, whatever, email me. It's fine. I'm safe. You can vent, you can voice your theories, whatever it may be, right? But if it's gross, you're calling the parents evil, there's no, email me. Okay, email me. Some things is not for the comment section because I don't need a family member. It's just not. Let's just try to be nice, okay? Like, it's just it. Let's just try to be nice. It's we can talk it out, okay? But if it's just completely bashing anybody with no I gotta delete it, guys. You can't just be up here, acting fucking batshit. Did you see what Bieber had in her comment section? Like, I would never in a million years want to upset a mother, a father, or anybody who already has a missing or deceased loved one, right? I don't want them to come over here and be like, it's just another fucking clown channel, I mean, we just, yeah, voice your opinion. But if it's a large opinion, just email me. It's fine. I promise. I'll give you my take. And a lot of times people just want to know what I think, which I don't know why. I'm just a dumb egg behind a computer, but it's fine. I digress. All right. Thank y'all. Make sure you go check out Make It Go Viral TV, Casey Hudson. Y'all, thank y'all for interacting in the chat today. I appreciate it. My mods, my subscribers, I love y'all big. Please be kind to yourselves. And I will see y'all Friday, if not